No vision, no mobility, no escape. Welcome to the Ukrainian masterclass of total tactical elimination. Oh, look who's trying to hide. How cozy. And there he goes. Look at that majestic sprint. Think that saves you? No vision, no mobility, no escape. Welcome to the Ukrainian masterclass of total tactical elimination. The rules of infantry warfare have been rewritten forever, and Ukraine is the one holding the pen. What you are watching isn't just a collection of combat clips, it is a demonstration of absolute technological and tactical dominance. The Russian army entered this war thinking numbers and old Soviet armor would save them, but they walked into a digital trap. Today, the Ukrainian sky belongs to the innovators, the engineers, and the most lethal drone pilots the world has ever seen. Look at how these units operate. The Russian infantry has nowhere to hide. Trees, trenches, concrete ruins, none of it matters anymore. Ukrainian pilots don't just fly, they hunt with a level of precision that feels surgical. While the enemy relies on raw, blind mass, Ukrainian forces utilize pure intelligence. We are lighter, smarter, and faster. Every single operator knows exactly how to read the terrain, how to outmaneuver the enemy's panic, and how to deliver a payload with zero margin for error. And here comes the reality check. Watch this. Look at this drone diving straight into the target. There is no escape. A Russian soldier tries to dive into a ditch. Boom, a drone follows him right in. Another one runs across an open field, zigzagging in pure terror, but the pilot adjusts the angle in a split second and strikes with pinpoint accuracy. Look at that group trying to hide under a broken vehicle. The drone flies right through the window. They run, they trip, they crawl, but the Ukrainian FPV is always one step ahead. It's a relentless, non-stop sequence of systematic elimination. The psychological impact is devastating. For the Russian occupier, the sound of a distant buzz is a death sentence. It strips them of their will to fight. They are forced to live in constant paranoid fear, looking at the clouds instead of the horizon. They know that the moment they step out for a breath of fresh air or try to rotate their troops, a Ukrainian eyes in the sky is already tracking their movement, ready to send a customized gift right to their lap. This isn't luck, it's a massive, unstoppable ecosystem of warfare. Ukrainian volunteer networks, military engineers, and frontline units have turned drone manufacturing into an art form. Custom frames, optimized frequencies that bypass enemy electronic warfare, and deadlier payloads, all designed to do one thing: maximize the cost for the invader while keeping Ukrainian soldiers safe. We are fighting the wars of the future while they are dying in the trenches of the past. No vision, no mobility, no survival. From the sky to the ground, Ukrainian dominance is absolute. This is the new standard of defense. Glory to Ukraine. Assault on a Ukrainian position, a group of 5 occupiers. Our drones are on the way. Ukrainian warriors are fighting back against the occupiers. Accurate burst from the position. 1 occupier is killed in action. The sky fills up with AFU birds, drones. The enemy is panicking. There is no cover left in these tree lines. Our operators completely monitor the perimeter, cutting off any chance for the invaders to regroup. Pinpoint explosive drops and kamikaze drones relentlessly target every trench and foxhole, tracking down the remaining infantry one by one. Absolute obliteration of the Russian assault group. Absolute obliteration of the Russian assault group. Our assault group arrives for mopping up and final verification. The enemy is destroyed. The position is under full control. A Ukrainian Mi-8 Iron Bird screaming across the field at ultra-low altitude. What the actual... They thought switching to light vehicles, dirt bikes and golf carts would make them faster. But to a Ukrainian drone operator, a Russian on a motorcycle is just a moving clay pigeon. Watch this armor cook. Russian columns roll in with Soviet pride and leave as burning scrap metal. Tanks, APCs and tactical buggies. It doesn't matter what wheels you put under them, the result is always the same. Ukrainian technology has turned their mechanized assaults into a one-way ticket to hell. No mobility, no armor, no chance. This is the absolute destruction of the occupiers' logistics. Listen closely. That high-pitched buzz in the distance isn't just a drone, it's the sound of a Russian soldier's countdown. In the mud of the Ukrainian front, the rules are brutal and simple. You can wear the armor, you can dig the deepest trench, but the moment a Ukrainian FPV pilot locks onto your position, your time is up. No warnings, no negotiations. Just a 3-pound piece of plastic carrying enough explosive power to wipe out a whole squad. Watch them scramble. This is what the second army in the world looks like when the sky starts fighting back. They drop their rifles, they trip over their own boots, they shove each other out of the way just to crawl into a freezing foxhole. Look at this guy trying to play dead in the open field. Nice try, buddy, but our thermal cameras don't care about your acting skills. The pilot just dips the nose of the drone, aims for the helmet, and cuts the feed. There is no safe zone anymore. A drone flies straight into a dugout door, blowing it from the inside out. Another one hunts down a lone runner who thought a single tree would protect him. Boom. Out. A third drone takes out a group hiding in a ruined basement, dropping a payload right through a hole in the roof. It's an endless, suffocating cycle of tactical hunting. The Russian infantry isn't holding lines, they are just waiting for their turn to become a statistic. And when the surface becomes a graveyard, they try to go underground. Look at them crawling like rats into these tiny dirt holes and makeshift burrows, thinking a layer of logs and soil will save them. It won't. Ukrainian pilots treat these dugouts like open invitations. Watch this FPV dive. Smooth, low, right through the entrance, detonating deep inside the bunker. You didn't find a shelter, Russian. You just dug your own tomb. This isn't old-school warfare with artillery lines and massive infantry charges. This is personal. One pilot, one target, absolute lethal precision. The invaders came to steal our land, but all they found was a sky filled with angry hornets and an early grave in the Ukrainian dirt. They can keep sending their meat waves, but we will never run out of battery. Glory to Ukraine. And then the noise fades. When the smoke clears, all that remains of their imperial ambitions are frozen tree lines and nameless field graveyards. There are no victory marches here, just cold wind, shattered metal, and a soil that will always remain hostile to those who came as invaders. The Ukrainian sky simply reclaims its peace, methodically closing this chapter. A silent, haunting reminder: anyone who comes to take someone else's home leaves everything they have right here